Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Barakallahu fikum. We have entered into Ad-Dars As-Sabit, the seventh lesson. The seventh lesson. I want you to keep your minds open. We are learning lessons, lesson after lesson. We're not just diving into the Arabic Ocean and swimming, and it's just Arabic, and we're just trying to get my Arabic tight. No. It's not like that. Are y'all listening to me? We're on lesson number 7. And each one is interconnected with the previous one, and we're building. Okay? So just from point of review, the first chapter was what? What was the first chapter? Let's go. Let's mention it. What's the first chapter? What's the first chapter? Damir munfasil, separated pronouns. Na'am, huwa, hiya, ana, wa anta. Right. What's the second chapter? What's the second chapter? Damir muttasil, the attached pronouns. Na'am. At the end of the word, kitabi or kitabuka. And the attached pronouns, we benefit two things from it. What is it that we benefit from it? We benefit two things from it. Very good. Possession, like it's mine, it's his car. Beiti, my house. Beituka, your house. Also, it becomes ma'rifah from Beitun, from a house to Beiti, my house. It becomes ma'rifah. It becomes definite. Are you all with me? Am I going too fast? The Damir and Muttasil, Beiti, wa Beituka, it shows, it benefits two things. One thing by benefit, it can't be nakira. It can't be indefinite. Beiti, it's not a house, it's my house now. It's your house, it's their house, it's our house as far as being a house. And when you attach that pronoun to it, it's definite. Na'am. Also, it's a person's house that belongs to somebody. Okay. What's the third chapter that we took? What's the third chapter? Ma'rifah and nakira. Na'am. And ma'rifah and nakira, this is the basis of a sentence that starts with a noun. This is the basis of a sentence. That is going to be ma'rifah wa nakira. Al-baytu jamilun. The house is beautiful. Y'all with me? This is the basis of a sentence. That the first part is ma'rifah, definite, and the second part describing it is that it's nakira, that is indefinite. That's the basis of it. But we also know that it could be two ma'rifahs in the sentence. Na'am, but there should be a pronoun like al-mudarris huwa Yusuf. Al-mudarris huwa Yusuf. Na'am, mudarris huwa abi. The teacher, it is my father. Na'am. It should be like that. It doesn't have to be, but it's better like that. Okay. And every chapter that comes after this is built on definite and indefinite. Like it's just building on the sentence. Why? Listen up, because this is the basis of a complete sentence. And ma'rifah wa nakira is the basis of a complete sentence. So if we learn the complete sentence, everything that we're learning after that is just enhancing and explaining what is inside of that sentence and what could be added to that sentence. Okay. So what is the next chapter? Chapter number 4. Masculine and feminine. Listen, I want you to understand that every sentence that has to have a ma'rifah, a nakira, and that ma'rifah and nakira, it has to either be masculine or feminine. Every sentence has to be either ma'rifah, it has to either be masculine or feminine. It has to be either or. You can't overlook the chapter. It has to be either masculine or feminine. There's no escape. So we have to learn it. Na'am. Are you with me? When a sentence has a definite and indefinite, that definite is either masculine or feminine. That indefinite is either masculine or feminine. There's no way around it. So we got to get it down now. Na'am. And we know, we're going to mention this later, but we know that we use feminine to sometimes describe that which is plural. So we might say, al-bayt kabirun, al-buyut kabiratun. Again, Al-bayt kabirun. The house is big. Al-bayt kabirun. Al-buyut, plural. Al-buyut kabiratun. Y'all are with me. We understand. We benefited that from the chapter of masculine and feminine, that we use feminine to describe something that's plural, that's non-living. Plural, non-living, like a house. Okay. What's the chapter after that? Chapter 5. Singular, dual, plural. Meaning that those words in the sentence that are, those words that are definite and indefinite and masculine and feminine, they have to be singular or plural. There's no way to escape it. Those words in a sentence that are definite and indefinite and that are masculine and feminine, they have to be single or plural or dual. Are y'all with me? It has to be single or plural or dual. It has to be. There's no escape. There's no escape. So you have to know this. You have to know this. You can't skip over this issue. Point being, like when we study singular and dual and plural, it's going to be built off of a sentence that's what? Definite and indefinite, right? Are you with me? Again, when we study singular and dual and plural, it's going to be extracted from a sentence that is already the basis of a sentence, which is what? Which is ma'rifa wa nakira. But imagine if I'm giving you vocabulary words, bait, buyut, and I'm giving you words like masjid and masajid, and I'm giving you words like kursi, chair, wa karasi, and I never taught you ma'rifa wa nakira. Would that benefit you any? No, don't just say no. I'm asking you by Allah. I'm asking you by Allah. Imagine if I'm teaching these vocabulary words, that this is singular and this is dual, and you don't know the basis of a sentence. Okay. So what was chapter 6? Nouns for pointing. Now, and this is like just modifying the ma'rifah that's already there. Al-bayt jamil. Listen to this. Al-bayt jamilun. Al-bayt jamilun. The house is pretty. Again, al-bayt jamilun. One more time. Al-bayt jamilun. Now, hadha al-bayt jamil. I'm just adding to the sentence. You already understand the sentence. Al-bayt jamilun. You already understand the sentence. I'm adding to it, like I want to enhance my language. I want to like specify what I'm saying. And that's all that ism ishara is pointing. That when you're talking to somebody, you point at something, it's not absolutely necessary that you point. Why would you point? Just to specify. Are you all with me? Am I going too fast? So if I said, the schools are new. The schools are new. Al-madaris jadidatun. Al-madaris jadidatun. Al-madaris jadidatun. Havihi al-madaris jadidatun. These schools are new. It's just an additional word to clarify what I want to say. That's it. But the origin of it is ma'rif wa nakira. Are you with me? The origin of it, the foundation of is ma'rif wa nakira. And we're just adding to that, just to enhance and to clarify what we're saying. You know why? Because when we speak in Arabic, nobody's in front of us. I'm trying to communicate without you seeing me. I'm writing, I'm trying to communicate, and I want you to visualize what I'm saying. So I need these words, and that's how you're going to use it. You're going to use these words to express yourself clearly. So when you say al-mudarris Musa, now you're going to say al-mudarris huwa Musa. Like you're going to come with that extra pronoun to clarify yourself. Now we're in the chapter number 7. Chapter number 7 is Lamul Mulk, What does mulk mean? What does the lamb of mulk mean? What does that mean? Lamul mulk. What does that mean? What are we benefiting? Lamb of possession, right? Like you use this lamb to convey possession. Okay. But now, before that, we studied before this, okay? Before this, we studied this word end. We studied this a long time ago. We studied this at the Damir al-Munfasil and Muttasil, okay? End. We studied this at Damir and Muttasil. Endi, endana. It conveys possession. But endi means that is with me. That is with me. That is with me. Endi kitabun. I have a book. Na'am. I have a book. But when you say li kitabun, like I own it. You know, li kitabun jadid. Endi kitabun jadid. I have a notebook. It doesn't necessarily convey that you own it, but it conveys that it's with you in your person, and that it's at your access, it's accessible to you, or you're with me. That is with you. Is there. But li kitabun jadid, I own a new book. And you can use them interchangeably, except they still have different meanings. They have different meanings, but you can use them interchangeably. Are you with me? It's that li has a specific meaning that you own it and it belongs to you. All right. And it's connected to 12 pronouns. It's connected to 12 pronouns. And you can guess where we're going. You have 6 pronouns here. Li, laka, laki, lahu, lahuma, walahuma. But you can guess that we're going to go to lana, walakum, walakuma. You can guess where we're going. You're with me. I know that I'm speaking fastly. I know I'm speaking quickly, but it's just like it's just a summary of what when I want you to understand this chapter we're building. It's based on everything we took in the past. Point being, like if you understood everything up to here, don't sweat anything. Don't be afraid. This is just additional information adding to what we have. We haven't left the boulevard that we're on. We haven't left the avenue. We're on the same avenue. It's just that we're attaching more to it. That's it. We have not left the mainstream that we're on. You understand? And this is what made me write this book, that the other books leave a gap. They have you jump from First Avenue to Fifth Avenue. You didn't get to Second Avenue, Third Avenue, Fourth Avenue. You go to First Avenue, Fifth Avenue. Like, wait, where are we at? You know what I'm saying? You can't go to First Avenue to Fifth Avenue that quick. You can't go from the east side to the west side. You got to strategically stroll in a developmental manner, process, and bring the students slowly to there. Listen, there cannot be any bumpy road in Learn Arabic. No bumps. Asphalt, smooth asphalt. No bumps. Do you understand what I'm saying? We have to make it that there's no bumps on the road. No gaps. No gaps. And what we're doing here are bridging gaps. The other books, they're good books, but they have gaps in it. That some people jump and they fall. Some people jump and get wounded. Some people jump and make it. But how many fall? You know how many people fell in them gaps? Like, yeah, I did book 1, and I got halfway book 2, and I didn't understand when I got to book 3. I just gave up because I was just so frustrated. I understood 50% of the class. I understood 40%. No, 100% of the class. And that's what I want you to understand. 100% of this class. And if anybody is studying something and they didn't make it clear to me, I'm only going to blame you. Stop the class and say, no, Abdul Hakim, you're going too fast. We have to understand 100%. Are y'all with me? We're going to get into that. We're still in the chapter. Now we're gonna pay. My point, do you understand what this class is about? Every single sentence, every single chapter, 100%. This is not that kind of class. This is not that kind of class. Nuh-uh. It's not that kind of class. Listen, this is our responsibility as Muslims, that we lay down the red carpet of Arabic, that people could come and confidently just go through a program. So money and fame could be things that just put potholes in the whole program. So we have to straighten out our intentions. Naam, have straightened out our intentions. And the barakah is from Allah, and tawfiq is from Allah. With that in mind, we want to read these sentences again that we took yesterday. I want you to repeat after me. Okay, and I'm just going to translate it for the sake of time. I want you to repeat after me. We're going to do 2 sentences at a time. Okay? Okay. Listen, I'm very, very serious. I'm very, very serious. If somebody doesn't understand anything and doesn't explain it to me and doesn't write me or an email, or something, I'm very upset. Don't do that to my class. Don't sit here like that. Don't sit here like that. Now, I'm like, honor yourself in your Arabic. When you speak Arabic, you don't stutter. You don't know, not me, my Arabic. No, I honor my Arabic. You know, like, you know, there's a way like to read Quran. You just can't read Quran. You can't say Alhamdulillahi Rabb al-Alameen. Like, you can't stop there, my man. You can't. Hey, brother, you have to have some type of sophistication when you read Quran. You can't take a breath in the middle of, you know, Muhammad Rasul, Allah. No, your voice is nice, but you can't do that, brother, man. You can't just stop. You have to have some type of finesse. There's rules. Now, and I want you to have that kind of attitude with your Arabic. You have to be crisp. You have to be clear. You have to understand why. You have to have an attitude and a sense of finesse and sophistication with your Arabic. And that's how you gain perfection, because you are fawq al-nujum. Right? What does that mean, fawq al-nujum? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I just realized today I had 2 cups of coffee before the class, and I'm like on a rocket. I'm sorry. I'm like gone today. You know what I'm saying? I knew I shouldn't have that other cup of coffee. I'm serious. I had 2 cups of coffee, and I'm like screaming at y'all today. And somebody just gave me a cup of Pepsi. I'm not a Pepsi dude, but I'm like, I'm gone. You know? So the moral of the story that I'm saying, have your caffeine when you teach. That's what we're trying to understand today. That's the moral of the story. Okay. All right, let's get started. We're going to do 2 sentences at a time. I want you to repeat after me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But we're going to stop on time. We got 20 minutes left. I took all the time speaking. But it's good. It's good that listen, I'm 100% sure that motivation is more important than technique. I quit. Motivation is more. You can teach anybody anything, man. But who's going to have the motivation and the gusto and the diesel fuel to continue? Diesel fuel is too expensive these days. Who can do it? You know? So we need that gusto and that love. And we have to push one another. Motivation is more important than technique. Anybody can learn this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, things like coding and programming. Like, it takes some type of, you know, attitude to get this stuff. You got to use your brain, but you have to have the push, the energy, the charisma, the ambition, the hard work. You know? Let's start. بسم الله. هل في المسجد دروس اليوم للطلاب؟ هل في المسجد دروس اليوم للطلاب؟ Are there classes today in the masjid for the students? Are there classes today in the masjid for the students? Where it says للطلاب, that lam is mulk, for the students. That lam If we were already talking about students, I could say, هل في المسجد دروس اليوم lahum, for them, lahum, for them. Do you understand? Are you with me? Very good. This lamb, للطلاب, the lamb is our lesson for the students. Instead of the students, I could put a pronoun and say lahum. Instead of saying للطلاب, I could use for them. For the students, for them. I could attach it to a pronoun. Lahum. Are there lessons in the message today for the students? Yes. Yeah. 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 Number 2. No, it's not numbers. Let's move on. نعم. درسي في الساعة 8 صباحا. متى درسك؟ Okay, let's not put all our eggs in the understanding basket. I want you to read it nice and clearly and smoothly. And I remind you all that we on Telegram and on Facebook, we have a group called The Sentences. I read almost every sentence of this book, and I read it, and I leave an empty space for you to read behind me. It's in a playlist by itself on YouTube. It's in a playlist by itself on YouTube called The Sentences of the whole entire book. I read it and I leave a space for you to read behind me. Most of the time, I read it 2 times. 2 times. Okay? So if you're going to do it right. Even the teacher, if you're going to do it right. Try it one more time. نعم. درسي في الساعة 8 صباحا. متى درسك؟ Yes. Yes. He's asking, are there classes in the masjid today for the student? Yes. My lesson is at 8 o'clock in the morning. When is your lesson? Let's continue. درسي في الساعة 10 صباحا. كم درسا لك يا إكرمة؟ درسي في الساعة 10 صباحا. عفوا. كم درسا لك يا إكرمة؟ Let me take 30 seconds to digress. Ikrima is the slave of Abdullah ibn Abbas. He's the freed slave of Abdullah ibn Abbas. Like, Islam has made slaves the most knowledgeable people in the world. For Abdullah ibn Umar had a slave called Nafi, and he's the biggest of ulama of his time. And Ikrimah is the freed slave, like he's a slave and then he frees him. Ikrimah, Ibn Abbas freed him and used to chain him to the pillar of the masjid and teach him Quran and the rules of fara'id, of inheritance. Like, and his slave becomes the most knowledgeable person in the land. And the stories of like this is just plenty. Plenty. So Ikrimah had a Mawla ibn Abbas. This is the freed slave of Ibn Abbas. And Nafi is the free slave. Like, when you're a free slave, you still owe your owner like honor. Like, you freed me. You know, like you still owe him. And in Islam, if a freed slave dies and he has wealth and he never got married and have children, the one who freed him inherits from him. So it's an encouragement to free a slave. But that's if he doesn't have a son and he doesn't have a wife and he doesn't have, brothers like that. If they have no relatives, because he was already a slave half his life, now he's free, maybe he may never get kids, but the one who frees him inherits him. So he always feels indebted to, for lack of a better word, his master, his owner. And they honor them so much that they teach them Islam and make them scholars. Right. Let's continue. Li darsun wahidun. Afwan, let's translate that. My lesson is at 10 o'clock in the morning. Darsi fisal ashir sabah. My lesson is 10 o'clock in the morning. How many lessons do you have? Laka. Listen, you could say come darsan indak or come darsan lak. Come darsan indaka or come darsan laka. They mean the same thing. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? How many classes do you have? طيب. لي درس واحد. ومن مدرسك للقرآن؟ Again. لي درس واحد. ومن مدرسك للقرآن؟ I have one lesson. I have one lesson. You can say عندي درس واحد. لي درس واحد. I have. So li here is like I have, not like I own it. You don't own the class, but it just means that I have it. It's for me. Like the class is for me. Now, not that you own it, but it's for you. Are you all with me? It's for you. And this class is for me. It's my class. Okay. وَمَنْ مُدَرِّسُكَ لِلْقُرْآنِ? Who is your teacher for Quran? Who is your teacher for Quran? All right, let's continue. مدرسي عبد القادر وهو مدرس حسن. ومن مدرسك؟ Again, this thing has 3 sentences in it, and we're going to take your time. We're going to take your time. There are 3 sentences in this line. مدرسي عبد القادر وهو مدرس حسن. ومن مدرسك؟ Let's look at the sentence. My teacher is Abdul Qadir. Let's stop. Let's understand that these are 2 ma'rifas. It's 2 ma'rifas. And normally when you have 2 ma'rifas, it's better to put a pronoun there. Mudarrisi huwa Abdul Qadir. Mudarrisi huwa Abdul Qadir. So that it's clear that Abdul Qadir is the predicate of this subject. Na'am. Na'am. Listen to me. I want you to listen to me. Yeah, we got 10 minutes left. Listen to me. Imagine. I just want you to listen to me. I don't want to confuse anybody. But just imagine if I said, imagine if I said, Mudarrisi Abdul Qadir. Imagine if I said Mudarrisi Abdul Qadir. That could mean that my teacher is Abdul Qadir. But listen to this. What if I came after this with a nakira and I said Mudarrisi Abdul Qadir Tayyibun? That would be my teacher Abdul Qadir. Like I'm just explaining what teacher I'm talking about. My teacher Abdul Qadir is good. Are you with me? So therefore, when you use 2 ma'rifas, it's good. When you're using 2 ma'rifas as a sentence, it's good to come with the pronoun so that it's clear. Mudarrisi huwa Abdul Qadir. But it's not necessary. It's just better. Are you with me? Is that clear? Right. Right. Okay. So this one, I left it out on purpose just to show that it is permissible. You can say Mudarrisi Abdul Qadir, وهو مدرس حسن. He's a good teacher. Who is your teacher? وهو مدرس حسن, and he is a good teacher. ومن مدرسك, and who is your teacher? Okay, look how he answers. He says مدرسي هو الأخ الفاضل حمزة. This one we have huwa. Why do we have huwa? Because it is two ma'rifas. You don't have to have it, but it's better to have it if the subject is ma'rifa and the predicate is ma'rifa. Are you all with me? Is it absolutely necessary? No, but you just want to be clear when you speak. You want everybody to understand you. That's what's important. That's it. That's it. Okay. So he says, you'll repeat after me. مدرسي هو الأخ الفاضل حمزة. هل لك درس آخر? So listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. He could have said, listen to this. I'm going to say all these sentences. Y'all just listen. He could have said, مدرسي حمزة. He could have said, مدرسي هو حمزة. He could say مدرسي هو الأخ حمزة, or he could say مدرسي هو الأخ الفاضل حمزة. Do you understand that? Again. He could say مدرسي حمزة. They're both ma'rifah. مدرسي حمزة. مدرسي هو حمزة. مدرسي هو الأخ حمزة. مدرسي هو الأخ الفاضل حمزة. مدرسي هو الأخ الفاضل الأمريكي حمزة. But he could keep on going on describing what he wants to describe. Okay? All right. Let's finish up. Listen up. When we get up to lesson number 10, we want to know sentence structure. We want to know it. Like we can see it. Yep, that's a sentence. Incomplete. That's right. That's that. That's masculine. That's feminine. That's because the type, because the plural. We can know it. You have to know it. Because, listen to this. Because the verbs are the meat and potatoes of this stew. The verbs, when we get it, they're the meat and the potatoes of this stew. But now, this is all your onions, your garlic, your spices, your ginger, your bay leaves. This is all that. Y'all know bay leaves? You use bay leaves? You use garlic? This is it. You can't have meat and potatoes with no onions and no garlic and no tomato paste. Yeah, do y'all still use this? Or y'all just go buy the ready-made, the whole kit? You just throw it in the microwave? No, we don't do that. The whole kit, you just throw it in the microwave now. Come on. So this is the basis. These are the beneficial fundamentals. This is it. This is the potato. This is the onion and garlic and the ginger and the bay leaves, and the cloves. This is it. And the salt and the paprika and the hot peppers, the jalapeno peppers. This is it. This makes the sauce. Okay, let's continue. هل لك درس آخر? Do you have another class? هل لك درس آخر? You could say هل عندك درس آخر? All names are ma'rifah. All names are ma'rifah. All names are ma'rifah. Okay. Listen, the only silly question is the one you don't ask. There are no silly questions. The only silly question is the one you don't ask. Okay? Do you have another class? لا ما عندي درس آخر كم درسا لأخيك. لا ما عندي درس آخر كم درسا لأخيك. What is ma'rif wa nakira? We're going to send you back. All the classes are recorded. Nakira is indefinite. Ma'rifa is definite. Like Baytun is a house. El Bayt is the house. Okay. La ma indi darsun akhar. No, I don't have another class. Look at this here. We have in the middle of this lesson indi. He can say la ma li darsun akhar, but we use indi in the middle of this lesson. In the middle of this lesson, we use another word. Are you with me? La ma indi. He can say la ma li darsun akhar. Kam darsan li akhik. How many lessons do your brothers have? And we say when you use come, you have to use a mufrad, you have to use singular, and it has to be nakira, and it has to have a fatatain. Come darsan lak. How many classes do you have? Come waladan lak. How many children do you have? Come qalaman indak. How many pens are with you? It has to be singular, it has to be nakira, and it has to have a fatah. Do we understand that? You don't say come durus indik. You don't say come awlad indik. No, you don't say that. You don't say that. Like you do it in English. Okay. How many classes was for your brother? Lahu thalathatu durusin. Hal nisa'i durus? Lahu. He has. Lahu. It belongs to him. 3 classes for him. عنده ثلاثة دروس. له ثلاثة دروس. عنده ثلاثة دروس. له ثلاثة دروس. He has 3 classes. هل للنساء دروس? Are there classes for women? هل للنساء دروس? Are there classes for the women? For the women is for them. Now we're going to stop now. نعم أختي لها درس قبل الظهر. هل لوالديك درس? Repeat after me. Repeat after me. نعم أختي لها درس قبل الظهر. هل لوالديك درس? Yes, my sister, she has. My sister, laha, she has. عندها, she has a lesson before dhuhr. Do your parents have a class? Do your parents have a class? نعم لهما دروس في الوضوء والصلاة والقرآن. Repeat after me, nice and smooth. نعم لهما دروس في الوضوء والصلاة والقرآن. Yes, the both of them have, the 2 of them. لهما, the both of them, my parents. لهما, they have classes in wudu and salah and Quran. Today's class was a review. How are we doing? How was today's class? Y'all pardon me for the caffeine overdose. I'm just on cloud 9 today. No. All right. Inshallah, we'll continue tomorrow. Listen, tomorrow, hold on, let's look at what we have here. Tomorrow, I want you to read these sentences tonight. And I might just record these sentences tonight and put it up on the board for homework. Okay, I might just record these sentences and translate them. And we'll come tomorrow. You'll be ready to wheel and deal, inshallah. Tayyib, let's stop here. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.